go into questions.
Well, first of all, it's just nice to see everybody out and kind of gets the blood flowing. Our guys have been out practicing for a few weeks, but officially, today's the first official day that the NCAA puts out a uniform date where you start counting the 20 hours a week and you're really getting after it 6 days a week. So I know our guys are excited. The coaches are excited to get back at it. We go right into inter-squads today, starting to get the pitchers ready. We're 3 weeks away from opening day, so it's quick. It happens very fast in our sport because our guys go home for the break and we really don't see them for a while, over a month, and then they come back and everything happens real fast. So, and it's happening real fast right now. I just told Josh I went from going 30 miles an hour to 150 miles an hour real quick, but that's good. That just gets that blood flowing. You know, it's time. It's that time of the season, so we're excited.
Gino, going to be a lot of turnover here.
Yeah.
A lot of guys. How much are you looking forward to these first few days of scrimmages to see what you got?
Well, we had all fall, which helps, and this is going to be important these 3 weeks. We got 11 inter-squads before we play that opening day. That counts the alumni game. And so you're right, we got 18 new guys, 15 returning guys. We only have 33 guys on our roster, which is probably, if I had to guess, I haven't looked at all the rosters, looked at some. They're big. You know, they extended the rosters through the COVID. They're still extending it. You know, we've gone the route that maybe less is a little better. Just more guys just causes more chaos, and can't play but 9 guys at one time. But we have 18 hitters. We have 16 pitchers, one being J.P. Gates is a two-way guy. So we got 33 players. Saw some promising things in the fall. We know our strength is going to be on the mound. It should be, because that's the experience of our club. We got to find a way to score runs. We got to have a lot of new guys in the lineup. We have probably some more athleticism, and what goes with that, hopefully, as a coach, is guys develop, and that's going to be the key to our success. Do guys make a jump? The guys that were veteran guys last year make that jump, and also the young guys that have been here, you know, for a short period of time from the fall. But remember, they were here 5 weeks in the summer. Our guys lift and work out for 5 weeks going to summer B. So it's a good amount of time, and then you just got to hope they develop as they go along with the veteran guys, and that's going to be the key to this success.
Do you feel that at this time things ramp up when they know, all right, this is go time now?
Yeah. I mean, this will ramp things up. Guys seeing just the media out here, because it's been quiet. You know, when you enter squad against yourself for so long, it can get monotonous. It can get old. So as a coach, you got to make sure you continue to keep the motivation and the excitement, what you try to do in your practices, because baseball, it's long days, long hours. And so for us, like I said earlier, you can tell this time of the year, I mean, really, our first official team practice, albeit we've been out with our guys for individual workouts, this takes it to a whole nother level. And they know that. And yeah, I mean, you can tell just the excitement with the guys. Even in the locker room, I just poked my head in the locker room, and you can tell that.
Speaking of developing, a lot of work being done out here. You got the new scoreboard, you got the indoor.
Yeah.
A lot of new things around here. How excited are you about the progress of the organization?
Well, I mean, to answer your question, very excited. I mean, it's that's something you got to continue to do. You don't want to stay stagnant, and you know, for us, I mean, we'd like to do a lot of things here, but you know, you can only do so much at one time. And the indoor facility was something in the works, really going back to Coach Morris, and then of course carrying over. We kind of finished it when I became the head coach, but he really started that. And the indoor has been great for us because, just like probably football, but you know, just with the weather and the lightning alarm and the rain and whatnot, how many wasted days we've had over the years, and now that's not an excuse. And we got so many things in there that can help our guys. The scoreboard I think is going to be great for the fans. I know we're all excited about it. We can't wait for it to get turned on. The players are pumped. It's going to be neat. It is going to be neat because that's going to be a big difference from what we've had in the past. But I think it's going to be great for our fans. They're going to be able to enjoy that. And it's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. And I've already seen some graphics, of some things of what it's going to look like, which makes it even neater to see that, because my imagination's not that good to know what it's going to look like. We've looked at some big league scoreboards and trying to play with how we want our graphics to look, and so it should look kind of similar to that. But that, to me, it's great for everybody. Everybody should like that, and hopefully we're the ones lighting that board up. In terms of the other things, just the weight room, I know was announced not long ago that we're going to build, we got a $2 million donation to extend our weight room. That area, if you've ever been over there, it's kind of just dead space. We might as well utilize it. And so that's going to help a lot because we have a lot of issues with time. We're always rushing. It's just always, guys are rushing to class. They got to get treatment. They got to lift. They got to eat. They got to go to study hall. Got to go to practice. It's always a rush. And, you know, the weight room being bigger will allow us to work more guys out at one time and less, instead of 4 or 5 guys throughout, you know, 4 or 5 blocks throughout the day, our strength coach will be able to get guys in bigger groups, less time, which will give them more free time to do, you know, you just don't always want to feel like you're on the go, you know. Yeah.
Yeah. Coach, you expect more left-right balance in the starting lineup this year?
I hope so. We've got 18 hitters, 9 righties, and 9 lefties. So at the end of the day, you'd like that as a coach, but also at the end of the day, you're going to put your best 9 guys out there for that pitcher that's throwing. So you know, it just depends. You're going to go with your hot guys. You're going to try to go with matchups. But at this level, you're going with your best guys, you know, right or left, whatever that may be. But we do have it split between 18 hitters, 9 righties, and 9 lefties.
Do you need more production from the outfielders?
We do. Absolutely. We need.
Carrier will be able to step in?
Well, he's a freshman, so you can't expect him to just right out of the gate be the guy. That happens once in a while. Him coming from the Northeast, the one thing is just seeing the pitching at the level he's going to see now in the ACC. Probably didn't see that in the Northeast as much, but he's extremely talented. He's probably a guy when he walks out there, if he takes batting practice, you look at him, you fans will be kind of taken back on, boy, that's an impressive looking guy. It's just got to carry over to the games and playing. He got better as the fall went on. He got better recognizing, breaking balls, laying off of bad pitches, all the things that young guys, it's hard for them to do when they see velocity all of a sudden throwing 98 miles an hour and the guy spins it at 88. He's never seen that, so now he's chasing it and trying to get it out of the hand where that ball's coming from and where's it going, and a lot of it's just tracking. So the more we can do with him, the better. That's why those young guys just got to continue to get better and better. But he's got a chance certainly to be a guy, and yeah, I wouldn't be surprised at the end of the season he might be a guy even hitting in the middle of our lineup.
Thank you. One more thing. Are there any plans to get more bleachers, maybe out in the outfield, long-range plans?
Nothing in the outfield because we don't have space. I would love to be able to do that. I think long-term we will like to try to do something maybe with this building and try to connect the stadium more together long-term. That's not in the near future. The near future is the weight room. Like I said, we've done the indoor and the scoreboard. We've done quite a bit, and I think the next thing's going to be inside with our locker room, building a nutrition center so our guys, that's a big thing now, so the guys can eat here and have all that here for them, and a team room and things like that.
That helps the recruiting as well.
All this that we're talking about helps recruiting, yes.
Coach,
Okay,
2 years ago, season ended abruptly.
Yeah.
We're still in a pandemic now.
Yeah.
What are some of the expectations with the new group that you have that you guys have put on yourself now in the preseason before the season opens?
Well, the expectations by the end of the season need to be the same. It need to be the same. We can't change that just because, look, Miami, and I've been a part of it for a couple of championships, been a part of the program for a long time as a player and coach, and there's no one set team that wins it. The 99 team that won it was extremely young. The 2001 team was very much veteran team. I can't speak for the 82, 85. I was a fan watching those guys. But we've had teams where I go back to 2006 where we started 4 freshmen in Yonder Alonso and Jamal Weeks and Blake Ducote and Dennis Rabin. And that team was good. But they weren't great right away. But the freshmen, and John Jay was on that team, which was a huge leader on that team. The team just got better and better and better. And that's why I made that point. The young guys really got to develop. Well, everybody's got to develop. But especially the young guys, because this is the first time they've been through. It's a big jump. From high school to ACC baseball is a big jump. And the guys need to be prepared for that. Handle it. Got to handle the ups and downs that go with that. But our expectations are the same as they have always been. I know on the outside it's different. Some years, we might be ranked in the top 5 preseason. Some years we're ranked, like this year, I think we're late 2025, somewhere down. At the end of the day, those polls don't mean anything. It's the last one that matters, and we certainly need to find a way to get into that last one. Give ourselves a chance. You got to get to Omaha, which is what Miami's always done in the past, and give yourself a chance, and that's our goal.
Any other questions for Gino?
Coach,
Yeah.
if I'm correct, there's no seniors on the roster, only a few juniors?
Well, So with the COVID, you're going to throw me for a loop here. we have one player that's been here 4 years. So that's interesting to know. That's J.P. Gates. We have a couple fifth-year kids that are transfer guys. And I think we have a sixth-year player, if I'm not mistaken. I might have it backwards, 1 5th and 2 6 years. But we have a couple of those guys. But nobody's been here other than JP for 4 years. And we have a lot of 3-year guys, 2-year guys. Again, with the COVID, they changed all the different things in terms of where they're at in terms of eligibility. But yeah, I mean, we had a young team. My first year, if I'm not mistaken, we had all freshmen and sophomores in the lineup. The only guy who was a third-year sophomore was Mike Mditas. Everybody else was a first-year or second-year player in the lineup in 2019. So that was a young team. It just depends on the years.
Who, if anyone, has stepped into a leadership role, given that everyone's so young?
Guy down here at the end, you're probably waiting to talk to. Jake Garland is probably more than any player stepped up. He's been great with everything, just in terms of speaking up. It's just hard for guys nowadays. You want the players to speak up a little more. I think guys they're cautious. They don't want to be that guy that speaks up and gets called out. You're trying to be a favorite to the coach. It's not about that. We try to explain to them. I don't think Tom Brady or any of those guys, watch some of that documentary on him, I don't think he worries about how he might offend a player if they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing, whether it's on the field or off the field, because at the end of the day, it affects all of us in terms of all our goals is to win. And yeah, Jake has been great. We have some other guys, but it comes to mind, Jake certainly has been great for us.
A couple more questions.
How's JP doing? What's his?
JP Gates. So offensively, he's been fine. He swung all fall, and he'll be hitting in the inner squad today. He threw his second, had his second mound workout with JD 2 days ago. So we're hoping to have some kind of a situation where he throws to hitters next, and then eventually, hopefully, get him to throw in a scrimmage before we open up. Now, when he throws, say, if he throws opening weekend, he's got to be cleared by the doctors, but if he does, he won't be bouncing back the next day or something. It'll be maybe one time that weekend, and then we'll slowly get him back in. He's still not at a year. He's not at 1 year, Tommy John. That would be in March. And so if anybody knows Tommy John, it's usually a year, and sometimes for some guys even longer than that. So he's actually ahead of schedule on the pitch side, but not quite ready yet.
Entering your fourth season, is it the first day of school again? What are your feelings going into this now with this new squad?
Well, I didn't hear the first part. What did you say?
Entering your fourth season.
Oh, yeah.
Now, what are your feelings going into the first day again, first official practice?
Same as it always, probably the same as, it's the same as I can remember my high school's coach saying, Rich Hoffman at Westminster. He had 3 biggest days of his, when he coached, it's just these were the days he looked at. First day of practice, opening day, and the first day of, it was high school for the tournament. And I kind of always, it's stuck in my mind, those days, I get it now as a coach, those are always exciting days. Those are kind of days you're looking forward to. You got them on, you got a lot of things on your calendar, but those are days you're really highlighting as, this is it, and so for me, this first day, like I said, I can't say it any better. It's been pretty kind of slow paced, whatnot, and then all of a sudden, boom, it's here, and I was just walking down the stairs coming to you guys going, it's 100, because we just got so many things going on. Everybody's calling you. People want this, they want that. You got all kinds of things going on. You got 33 players, a lot of things going on with them, and that's good. It makes my days go by real fast.